Here's how to successfully outsource your real estate photos. I've tested editors from Fiverr to email to Google and Instagram DM. I've seen it all. I've paid every price from 30 cents to $1.50. I've used solo editors to teams of editors. Here's how to not make the mistakes that I've made. Here's how to do it right the first time. I'm Elijah with Allison Media Co. First, I will address how to find the right editor. You win in the draft here, so you need to find the perfect editor for your team. Next, I will address why you should outsource in the first place, how much it is, common concerns, how to ensure quality, and then a few rapid fire questions I've seen some people ask. Whether you're scaling your business or you haven't even shot a house yet, this video is for you. Also, if you'd rather read than listen, there'll be a blog post linked below. Number one, how to find the right editor. Finding a good or great editor takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Firstly, where do you even find these editors from? Like I said, I found editors from Fiverr to Google search, Facebook groups, Instagram, and Pixelmob. What I suggest that you do is get the emails to 15 to 20 different editors. Now, it might sound like a lot of editors to go through right now, but I'd rather you spend an extra hour finding the right editor instead of in a month having to switch again because they deliver late or their quality starts to go down over time, which are two very common problems. Now, there's some early requirements you might need to go through before you even send these 15 to 20 editors the test photos. That's pricing and turnaround time. First thing is pricing. Now, editors between 30 cents and 50 cents. I've seen that their editing is okay, but their communication is terrible, they deliver late, and overall it's just a bad experience. Now, my editors between 60 cents and 80 cents were great communication and great editing. And my editors over 80 cents, no, they're just overpaid. The going rate for single exposure exterior photos or drone HDR is about 50 cents USD. Manual blended interior HDR images range between 60 and 80 cents USD. Now, I pay a flat rate of 60 cents USD per image, no matter if it's a drone HDR or if it's just an exterior single exposure or interior blended, I just pay a flat rate of 60 cents USD. Now, turnaround time. You need your photos to go out before your first photo shoot of the next day. For me, that usually requires around 8 to 12 hour delivery time. Keep in mind, most editors are going to come from India or the Philippines. In the Philippines is actually 2 hours ahead of India. And I found that the delivery time from Philippines is always much faster than India. Secondly, create a photo editing requirement document and checklist. Now, I have a template link below that you can use. Now remember, you have 20 editors to go through. It would be such a waste of time to just send them all the test images with no direction of what you want the final product to look like. So let's make your template. I always put references first because I once sent this document to an editor and immediately they saw the references first and foremost on the first page, emailed me back and said, "Sorry, sir, I cannot do this kind of editing." It saved a lot of time for the both of us. Now, if you don't have any references or if you just want to, you can put other people's photos here because this is what you want your photos to look like. This is what you want your editor to try and recreate. You can put other people's photos on here because you're not claiming that this is your work. You're just saying, I want my photos to look like this. So it's not stealing. And you can see I have a little disclaimer that they can see these on the last page. They can see them a little bit larger so they can see things like color casting and that kind of thing. Now, the general paragraph is to explain the vibe, the feeling, and the colors of your photos. Here's where you don't lose control of your editing. You can tell the editor how you want them to look. Talk about your photo style. Now, the checklist is where you pinpoint everything that you want the editor to do, whether it's fire in fireplaces, desaturate all the whites, color cast, or maybe you want an image in the TV or you just want black TVs. Now, this document and checklist will save you tons of time in revisions and all these little minute details to the editors. Make it once, spend your time because you'll use it for years. Now, create an accessible folder online with your 5 test images, your document and your checklist, and whatever other photos you might need them to finish your editing, whether it's sky replacements or the photo you want put in the TV or the fire you like in fireplaces. Now, I use Dropbox for my test folder. Here's what mine looks like and why I chose each test photo. Okay, so in my folder in Dropbox, you can see I have my real estate photography editing requirements document. I have my exterior sky. So this is a sky that I want them to use in my exterior photos and my drone pictures. Here's window view sky. So these are the 2 skies I want. I want window view to be blue like that. And then I want my exterior sky to look like that. Now, photo 1 and why I chose photo 1. Okay, so image number 1, you can see I have dust up on the right, dust over here, dust over here. Now I wanna see if they're gonna get rid of that kind of dust. This window over here, I wanna see if they're going to fix its color cast right here. And then this little chandelier over the island, I wanna see if it's gonna fix the color cast coming right down here. I wanna see if they're gonna pull this window, which is in the reflection. And what are they gonna do with this curtain over here? Are they going to just let it blow out in an image like this? Is it just gonna be white? What are they gonna do with this fire? Are they going to put in a realistic looking fire, or are they going to leave it like colored like this? Another thing, you can see this backsplash is looking a little bit green. That's black tile. What are they gonna do with this black tile? So I wanna see how they make everything look. So that's the main points of this image. Now image number 2 and why I chose that picture. If you see here, again, tons of dust all over it. I wanna see if they're going to clean that up. I wanna see if they're gonna pull this window down here, or if they're just gonna let it blow out and be white. This wall right here, I've seen editors just make it gray or make it white like the ceiling. I wanna see if they're gonna make it the same color as all these other walls because they're the same color. Another major note about this image here is, see this window? It just looks like a window. If I go down to one of the darker images, there's another curtain here. Again, are they going to let that curtain completely blow out, or are they going to pull it back down to where you can see that there's even a curtain there? Now photo number 3 and why I chose it. Photo number 3 is similar to all of them. We got dust over here, and again, we have a lot of color casting. Now this wall color up here on the left is correct. Down here you can see it goes really, really cold because there's a window coming in like that. And up here we have a very incandescent light ruining the color of the wall. Are they gonna balance the color of this wall and clean it up? Are they gonna pull this window up here on the top right? Are they gonna pull this? Are they gonna fix this green color cast on the floor? Are they going to clean up this color casting over here? Again, you set up these tests to see if they're going to fail or if they will do it the way that you want them to do it. And again, all the things that I'm mentioning are all things that are in my checklist that I have them do it. This is in my checklist, so they should see it. Now, image number 4 and why I chose it. Now, the top part of the sky replacement should be way up here because those clouds are getting closer. So how are they going to do that sky replacement? That's another thing that I'm looking at. Also, this shadow right here and all these power lines, hopefully they remove all of those shadows. Another thing I hope is that they do a lawn replacement here and fix some of this dead grass in here. Now photo number 5 and why I picked it for my trial. It's just a drone shot of actually the same photo that was in number 4. And really, I'm just looking at the balance of the drone picture. And another main thing is, where are they going to put that sky replacement and how are they going to lay it out? Are they gonna put the bottom of the sky replacement right here, which is what I hope that they do? Or are they going to miss the horizon completely or put the sky replacement in the wrong spot? What to look for in your editor. Now that you've sent them the test images and the document and you have their edited images, get rid of all the junk, all the ones that failed the easy test that you laid out for them. Get it down to maybe 4 good editors that are producing awesome quality. Now you can A/B the photos from all 4 of these editors. I want you to be really, really nitpicky and choose your favorite editor. You should also find maybe 2 backup editors just in case down the line the communication of your favorite one drops off or they miss a delivery date or something. You still have these 2 to 3 great backup editors that you can go to. Why you should even outsource your photos. Now, number 1 is they charge less than you make per hour. You have the opportunity to make more money. Number 2, no more late nights editing your photos. You get to see your family, your friends more. Number 3 is higher quality. All these editors do all day long is edit photos. They specialize in it and they're professionals at their craft. Now, number 4 is, of course, business growth. With them charging less than you make per hour and buying back all that time for a cheap price, you now have leverage to go and grow the business. You can come up with creative ideas for new marketing and sales strategies. You can follow up on your clients and keep good relationships with them. Or you can just grow as a photographer, become faster and more efficient, and fit more photo shoots in your day. Common concerns about outsourcing your photos. Now, of course, a major concern for some people, they think it's expensive. They're worried about the cost, but I want you to think of it as an investment. For a $200 photo package, it might cost you $25 to $40 for really, really great editing. And of course, you can sell the client things like drone photos and video and floor plan without thinking of the fact that I have to go spend 8 hours just editing this one photo shoot I did. Another concern is quality control. But remember, this is a team effort and you spent all this time trying to find an awesome editor. And you're working with someone who specializes in their craft. They're professional, they do this day in and day out. If they're not as good as you now, they will be in probably a week. If you see something new that you want the photo editor to do, let's say it's an interior twilight image and you don't know how to do that, odds are the editor knows already how to do that. Now I do understand the quality control concern, but that's what the checklist is for, and that's the point of keeping up on your editor and making sure that they're doing an amazing job. Another concern I see is losing your sense of style in your photos. But that was the general paragraph that I had in my document. You're supposed to explain to them your style and how you want them to look. I'm always adjusting our photos and tweaking them because the editor will bring it 80% of the way there, you bring it all the way there, and then you send them to your clients. I always do some final touch-ups because I also want to perfect my colors, my vibe on my photos. Now, some rapid fire questions that I saw some people talk about on the internet. One thing someone asked here was, do you send RAW or JPEG to your editors? RAW seems to be the best quality, but would seem like it would take a really long time to upload. How do you upload your photos to get to them? Google Drive is saying 11 hours for all my photos. Doesn't seem right. Where I live in Canada, I pay $70 a month for 3 gigabyte internet. So I'll send a whole day worth of photo and video, all these shoots, maybe 120 gigabytes, and it's a couple of minutes. But even our editors that live in the Philippines that are on salary, they're downloading 100 gigabytes in a couple of minutes as well. They have great internet, so it's not just a Canadian thing. You just need to get awesome internet, and honestly, I think that Starbucks has pretty great internet for uploading photos as well. Another question someone said, when sending bracketed photos off to an editor, do I pay per image that I send or per image that I receive back? You pay per image that you receive back. So we shoot 5 bracket interior photos. So say it's 200 photos that we're sending to them. What's 200 divided by? Now I gotta do the math here. What's 200 divided by? So I'll send them 200 photos, but I'm only paying for 40 of them because they're 5 brackets, right? Another thing here is, question for you, do they typically require payment up front or after the work is completed? When I was slow in business and I was doing maybe 1 or 2 a week, they wanted payment after each and every single job, which was like 2 payments a week. Now we're doing a bi-weekly basis with our editors. Someone said, how do I pay my editors? Now we have editors in India and the Philippines. Our Filipino editors, we pay them through an app called Payoneer. I think it's payoneer.com. Now our editors from India, we pay them through PayPal. Those are the 2 that I use all the time and they work great. Another question someone said is, when should you start outsourcing? Now the best time to start outsourcing, honestly, is yesterday. Even if you're only doing 1 a week, 1 a month, these editors are just going to be better than you at the end of the day. And you can use that time to sell to more clients and make more money. Outsourcing has been a major part of how I was able to grow Allison Media Co to what it is today. I was able to buy back that time, sell to more clients, and keep the clients that I have happier. You're able to get better images every single day because we have editors who work on it all the time. So you're able to grow so much quicker in the quality of our images as well. Also, there just simply isn't enough time in the day for us to edit the photos that we create. Now, if you're on the fence, I encourage you to give it a try. Trust me, it's a game changer for your business. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to include as much in here as I possibly could. I think I answered everyone's questions. If you have any more questions, please comment down below. I'm gonna reply to as many of them as I can. If you liked the video, I would love it if you hit the like button down below, maybe subscribe. Now, until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.